happy Monday, August 14th. So what's going on in this great big world of ours? Well, let me tell you a quick little story. A number of years ago, my wife and I took a vacation, and I notified everybody that there was going to be a 5-hour time difference, so people really respected my vacation. Well, that vacation was in Hawaii, Maui, and as many of you know, my wife and I tend to go there a lot. I've got my Hawaiian tie on. If you come into my office, you'll see Hawaiian coasters and things of that nature. On my car, there's turtles from Hawaii and all. We've gotten to know a number of people out there, and when we go out there, they're like, it's about that time you should be coming back again. What happened to your daughter? Well, our daughter's now graduated and living on her own, so she's not coming with us. But we've gotten to know a lot of people out there. So what happened on Tuesday with the fire, we were there a month ago, and it seems incredible the devastation that we can now see on YouTube. So in your thoughts and prayers, let's remember the people of Hawaii. Been looking at some of the comments online, and a lot of you are saying you feel like the government should come to the aid of these people, and I have to agree. It is what's going to happen to them. It's not going to be rebuilt overnight. So let's keep them in our thoughts and prayers as they try to recover from this tremendous loss. Anyway, let's get to today's topic. That's right, this week, where do you get help? This is a follow-up to the last 3 weeks on substance abuse and addiction. At the end of each video, I've mentioned that you can go to your insurance company and ask them for help. But there's other places you can go to, such as detox centers, inpatient services, rehab services, group sessions, individual counseling. There's a couple of counselors in my building. I don't really know what they do, but they're here. You can also go to addiction treatment centers. There's Alcoholics Anonymous, health centers. Local physicians are good places to start when you need to find treatment. Now it's time for me to pass on a little bit of wisdom from my mother. My mother passed away about 10 years ago, and she used to tell me, if you're in trouble, you need something, there's 2 people you go to. Well, the first one I'm going to tell you go to, she said, go to the police. Not for the reason you're thinking, but she said police officers kind of know everybody. So if you ask a police officer, they probably know somebody who can give you the assistance that you need. And along that same line, another person she said that you should go to if you need something is go to your local church pastor, your priest, or whomever your religious leader, because they're also people who have congregations and who know somebody who can probably help you. And another thing my mother used to say is keep God close. So I'm going to share with you 4 Bible verses, okay? The first one will come from Joshua 1:9. It says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. The next one's going to come from the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And how about John chapter 3, verse 16? You see that all the time now on t-shirts and whatnot, John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. And lastly, how about Philippians 4:13? It says, I can do all things through him who gives me strength. Mark, you're on a completely different path than what we've ever seen on these videos, aren't you? Oh, you know what? You're absolutely correct. I am on a completely different path. Yes, and here's one of the reasons why. It's not inconsistent with who I am. I've had a couple of you come into my office holding up pictures of me at church. And you say, I don't want you coming at me with any of that God stuff. Well, you know, I've told you my function, and my function right now is to be an insurance agent. But I'm the same person no matter what. So going to God seems like whenever my clients have come back and told me they've had this problems, the rehab always starts with having a relationship with God. So I'm not on a completely different path. I'm on a consistent path right here, getting you help for what you need. And if it's appropriate for you to go to your priest, your pastor, your synagogue, whomever, your religious leader, to seek help, there you go. That's consistent with what my mother told me when I was a little boy. Go to pastors, go to priests. They know everybody. No matter what, seek professional help. I once saw a little girl who overheard a conversation with somebody who was having an addiction problem, and she shouted out Philippians 4:13 by saying, "You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you." And that individual, his addiction was immediately overcome. So, hey Mark, what's going on at the MLD Agency? Well, hey, guess what? Seems kind of funny to say, but we sold 2 travel policies during the week. So I hope you guys have a wonderful time on your upcoming trips. We also were able to pick up a Medicare supplement, but also we concluded our certification for senior citizens with the drug cards and the Medicare Advantage. So now we're ready to take care of you. We've got the insurance companies for 2024 in-house. Don't forget to call and ask us what's in your best interest for next year. And we're starting on the marketplace for the under 65. At the time of this recording, I'm about halfway done with that. I hope I have that completely done by the time this is posted. Anyway, until next week, you take care. And remember, in your thoughts and prayers, the people of Maui and Hawaii.